Hi, I'm Katie and welcome to episode 25 of MyDenmarkTV.com. This week we're going to be looking a little bit more at ballet culture in Denmark. We'll give you some tips for preparing for that job interview. We're also going to visit a climate-friendly art exhibit, and we're going to show you how to get free Wi-Fi on the go. But first, did you know that buses and metros are not the only way to get around the city? You can also try using the S trains, which reach all the different areas of Greater Copenhagen. Now, all you need to look out for is the familiar red S train passing by, or the big red S, which signifies a station is near. No one quite knows where the S came from, but it's generally thought to mean station. So, I better catch my train. Most major cities now come with free wireless hotspots all over the place, where you can just bring your laptop, pop yourself down on a park bench and surf the internet. But with the winter weather on the way, you're less likely to be on a park bench and more likely to be huddled up on the train, which is why it's great news that the S trains in Copenhagen are offering free Wi-Fi on all their trains now. Just search for the gratis Denmark connection, fill in a free profile on their website, and then just surf away to your heart's content. It'll definitely make the morning and evening commutes more interesting. Of course, Denmark is known for more than just its public transport system and architecture. Right behind me here is the historic Royal Theatre's Gammelsagen, home to one of the oldest ballet companies in all of Europe. It was established in the 1700s and featured the likes of August Bournonville as its artistic director. It was here he choreographed more than 50 famous ballets that are still performed to this day. And well-known ballet dancer Nikolaj Hübbe, a Dane who grew up here and learned his trade here, went over and became the principal dancer of the New York City Ballet, has recently returned to take on the role of artistic director. So it's well worth a visit.
In previous episodes, I have interviewed many different people to find out about the work-related issue. For instance, work visa or the working environment here in Denmark. But those issues are actually mainly for people who already have a job. And how to find a job is also very important. That's why I'm here with Thomas Klintgaard today to find out the actual job application process. So, welcome to the show, Thomas.
Thank you.
I know you are a career consultant. How many years have you been a career consultant? Can you just tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. Well, I've been working as a career consultant for 6 years now, and I've been working mainly with graduates from colleges all over Denmark, and also colleges from other places in the world.
Do you have any good tips for foreigners who want to apply for a job in Denmark?
Well, I have one thing that I would really like to stress, namely how important it is for someone who comes from a different country to actually invite him or herself into a dialogue with the company that the person wants to work with, in order to get the information needed to write a cover letter that contains very actual, very operational information on what it is he or she may help the company with. Yeah, that's very important.
You've mentioned the cover letter. How to draft a good cover letter?
Well, my suggestion would be actually to write like a first draft of a cover letter, and then make sure that you have very clear messages. Clear messages on what kind of value is it that you may contribute with. Yeah? And once you've done that, call the company and ask them, is that relevant for you? In what way is it relevant? How can I prove myself in terms of showing you that I'm able to help you with this?
Is there a language barrier? How important is it to speak Danish?
Well, we live in a small country here, and actually language is a major issue. It's quite difficult to get a job without knowing any Danish. It's possible though. If you don't speak any Danish at all, then firstly it would be very nice that you prove that you are willing to pick it up. in case you stay here on a long-term basis, meaning that you should actually attend some kind of course, Danish course. And well, secondly, I think it would be most relevant to go for international companies where they have other foreigners working and where the corporate language is maybe English. Yeah.
What are the realistic chances for someone who just graduated and who don't really have that much working experiences?
Well, it is realistic. It does take some hard work, though, and that's what people need to realize. You have to work pretty hard in order to get a job. And I guess that applies to Denmark as well as other countries right now. And what I think people should do is actually try and pretend that they are employed already, and then set out and try and find out what kind of value may I contribute with. Yeah? What I normally tell my students at Copenhagen Business School, where I work right now, is try and tell yourself that you've got the keys already. Yeah? Now you set out in order to tell them how you may provide some value. And if you work with, if you are graduated within communication, then maybe you should provide some tangible presentation of what you may do within communication. If you are graduated within logistics, then you should present an offer within logistics, as tangible, as operational as possible.
All right. Thank you very much for being with us, and I'm sure our viewers will appreciate all the useful tips.
You're welcome.
So I hear Katie is in Kongens Nytorv now. Let's see what she's up to.
Kongens Nytorv, right in the city centre, is one of the best places if you're looking for something free to do. Now, give it another month or so, and the ice skating rink will be out here with all the people on it. But for now, they're hosting the 100 Places to Remember exhibit. It's going to be here right through until the Copenhagen Climate Conference hosted by the UN here in December, so you've plenty of time to see it. It's to remind us of all the places that could disappear due to the effects of climate change. And in keeping with the theme of the topic, all of the exhibits are lighted with energy-efficient LED lights. Not bad, huh? That's it for this week, but join us again next week when we'll have a little surprise for you. Until then, please feel free to check out our website, mydenmarktv.com, where you can subscribe to the show, share a favourite episode with friends or family, or get in touch with us. Leave a comment on your favourite episode, or how about asking us a question, because we'd love to hear from you. Until then, bye-bye. He choreographed. I'm so sorry. Or if you have a burning question,